I never thought babysitting would be such a pain in the ass. No wonder old man Roland said we were taking years off his life. Who else could it be? Naomi and Coleman. Blame it on Veronica for spoiling them. Naomi somehow got a hold of a flyer for Wishland West. She dragged Coleman with her as a test of courage. Once Naomi makes up her mind, there's just no changing it. They are naughty, these two, but I can't leave them in harm's way. Well, so to speak. Just make sure there are no serious threats left. Coleman's tough enough to handle the rest, just not very mature. We all did stupid things when we were young. I did plenty alongside Brody, you know. Roland never got too mad about it. He believed we'd only grow strong by learning from our mistakes. But that didn't stop him from punishing us afterwards, to show us that our actions had consequences. So we need to make sure Naomi and Coleman come back safely. When they return, well, I'll show them there are scarier things than a haunted house. Hey, have you ever been out to sea? You and your strange experiences. When we crossed the ocean to get here, I got tossed around so badly on that damn ship I swore I'd never do it again. But Marco is a different story. A real veteran sailor. He's caught all kinds of sea creatures. Well, yes and no. Marco is a proud old man. I know he'd never ask anything of us, but I overheard him talking to himself. He said the harpoon he used on his first sea voyage had been left in Fisker Harbor, and he wished he still had it. And he just happened to be saying this while sitting next to me. I got the hint. Before we start the search, I want you to ensure the area is safe. I know Marco wouldn't want anyone hurt because of him. Of course. I bet you'd make a good sailor. Marco would love to have you on board. Let's begin our operation. Codename, the Old Man and the Sea.
Marco is over the moon. It's my first time seeing him in such good spirits. He even started saying that the whalebones and whalebone were all his work. That's a bit far-fetched, isn't it? Thanks again, mate.
Pop quiz, Mayfly. Do you know what Onyx Tundra used to be famous for? Not far off. The real answer to that question lies in a single town, the aptly named Mooseville. Mooseville used to be the dessert capital of Nalcott. The sweets it produced could rot every tooth on the continent. The good news is that there's still a big stash of equipment and ingredients there. The bad news is, deviants have taken over and they won't just let us walk in and grab the goods. Bingo. Exactly right. For the small fry, leave it to me and my team. But Mooseville's got a few tougher customers. We need a pro like you for that. Once you dealt with the target, Wendy's team will head out from Camp Igloo to retrieve all the ingredients. Capiche? Operation Trick or Treat is a go!
Less from you. The logistics team is on the move. I'll provide cover for them. Wendy's never been this excited. She can't stop talking about the glory days of Mooseville. The way she went on about sweets, I thought she'd start drooling. Anyway, the operation was a complete success. I'm looking forward to our next job.
True courage is loving life in the midst of its cruelty. Pretty nice, right? I actually heard that one from Veronica. Whoever first said it was right. It's courage that brought us this far. Now, I need you to instill courage in Camp Igloo. Yuka's a local from Camp Igloo and an expert navigator in Onyx Tundra. He's saved countless lives from blizzards over the years, including my own. But after witnessing the vulture's atrocities, his spirit is broken. He won't even leave Camp Igloo now. We need to show him that the vultures may be brutal, but they're not invincible. I'm sure that will help Yuka regain his courage. He's still got a brave heart deep down inside, just like the rest of us here. That's right. The code name for this operation is Braveheart. Take out the vulture leader at Fort Obsidian. Camp Igloo is counting on your victory.
Activity detected in target area.
Everyone's buzzing about your victory. Even Yuka. He said that while he can't take on the vultures like you, he can be your guide. You did it, Mayfly. Because you've got a brave heart too.
Hey, Mayfly. Have you met Charlene from our assault team? Yeah, the vultures left her covered in wounds. It's a miracle she survived. She's not just a victim of the vultures. She's a vital witness to their atrocities. Her hometown was flattened by the vultures. She was the only survivor. The vultures destroyed everything for her. Roland had to persuade her to keep going. What happened at Ashington brought back painful memories for her. She didn't say it, but I could see the fire inside her. You're right, but I can't let her burn herself out. Charlene wants to eliminate the deviants in Ashington for the sake of its survivors. I'm worried she's in a bad headspace and won't be able to keep herself safe. I'm asking you to help her on her mission. She needs more time to cool down and get that fire under control. This is what Charlene's loved ones would have wanted.
That said, for the vultures at least, that may be worse. Charlene is determined and patient enough to make them pay, one by one. She will rise from the ashes with her vengeance.